Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series on my channel called Fish Picks. Basically, there are so many pay-per-views that WWE runs nowadays that I figured, hey, just make a series. Let's pick the matches and see what happens from there. So this is Fish Picks for the Elimination Chamber 2017. What is looking to be a very, very good pay-per-view, by the way. Smackdown exclusive, that means it's usually always good. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. So basically how this is going to work is that I'm going to pick every match. Each match worth 1 point. So we take the wins and losses, equate that to points, and at the end of each, I'm going to call it season, so we're going to start, kind of now, end at WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania will be a brand new season, just like you would do with like football, baseball, whatever. But WWE doesn't have that. And also, I don't remember what I picked for the Royal Rumble, so I don't remember all my predictions for that. I'm sure I got most of them wrong. But whatever. So, without further ado, let's get started. And be sure to keep track of your picks at home. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you got right, what you got wrong, and what you were surprised about after the pay-per-view. And let's get started. So the very first match that we have is the pre-show match between Mojo Rawley and Kurt Hawkins for custody of Zack Ryder. Okay, that last part isn't true, but it kind of is. Just because they're both associated with Zack Ryder. So anyway, I got Mojo winning this one. He's the guy that's getting the singles push until Ryder comes back, I assume. Kurt Hawkins he seems like the kind of guy that's just there to put other guys over. And he's great at that. He's a good wrestler. I actually just heard him on the Sam Roberts wrestling podcast. And it was real good. He's content with what he's doing. He loves what he does. Good for him, but I got Mojo winning this one. I think they're going to push him more going forward as opposed to Kurt Hawkins. So the next match is Nikki Bella versus Natalya. And was been I guess a good build. Very weird. It was about John Cena not wanting to marry or have kids with Nikki Bella, and then it turned into merchandising. Like, I get the storyline. That Natalya's jealous because she's not getting all the breaks that Nikki Bella got. When's the last time you seen a Natalya t-shirt, right? You see like Nikki Bella stuff everywhere. But this is gonna be a good match. Whether you enjoyed the bill or not, I think both these women are very, very good in the ring. Especially Natalya, obviously, she's amazing in the ring. Nikki Bella's gotten a lot better since her days as the Divas champion. So in this match, I got Nikki going over. I think she needs to win more just because it looks like her time in the WWE is coming to an end. Hearing stories about how her neck's bothering her, so she's going to be needing to take some time off, and I think they're going to give her a good run up until WrestleMania, and then she'll step away for a little bit, which is obviously the right thing to do. You don't want to risk, your health problems, especially with a neck injury like that. I was hearing very crazy stuff about her, like one side of her body going numb sometimes, and that's when you need to step away. So I think I got Nikki winning this one. Next match is the Tag Team Turmoil match, and I'm going to read all the teams because there are so many teams in this. Like every Smackdown team, pretty much. So we got American Alpha, the champions, Heath Rhino and Slater, Breezango, the Usos, the Ascension, and the Vaudevillains. Basically, two teams start, one gets eliminated, and then the next team comes in and goes through all 6 teams until we have one winner. And I got American Alpha winning this one. In fact, I think they're going to be the first team out there and just run through the entire division. Some of them will be squashes. Like, they'll probably squash the Vaudevillains, the Ascension probably, and maybe Breezango. They'll have a good match with Heath Slater and Rhino. And I think the Usos will probably be the final. And then they'll put on a really, really good match. Really good tag team match. Those 4 have great chemistry. But I think this is going to finally be the coming out party that we've wanted for American Alpha ever since they got called up to the main roster. They're tag team champions, beat the Wyatts. And I think this sets them up towards their WrestleMania match, which I'm hoping they call up the Revival to kind of bring back that feud. Because the Revival can have a good tag team match with anyone. And especially, obviously DIY, as we saw in TakeOver Toronto, but also the American Alpha. They had some great matches in TakeOver Dallas last year, and a couple other matches like that. So I'm hoping that's what this comes out to, but I got American Alpha retaining. Next match is Alexa Bliss and Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I got Alexa Bliss. I don't think Naomi's quite ready for the title. She just came back. I feel like she's kind of a placeholder. Not like because she's bad in the ring or anything. She's probably the most athletic woman on the roster. Let's be honest, she does incredible stuff, and she has a really cool entrance. But I think they're still telling the story with Alexa Bliss. She's doing great as heel champion. So I got her going over and then defending the title at WrestleMania. And she probably will lose it there. But we'll get to that when WrestleMania comes around. Next match, we got Becky Lynch versus Mickie James in what is sure to be a good match. It's going to be a good women's match. You know, if Mickie James versus Asuka at TakeOver Toronto showed me anything, you know, holy moly, Mickie James could still wrestle. I don't want to say at her age, because that makes her sound old, and she's not. But, you know, she looks like she never left WWE. Obviously, she had great matches in TNA. And she had a child, and she looks great for having a child. My goodness. This is a very interesting match, actually, because it's not quite clear-cut who's going to win. You know, are they going to have Mickie James lose her first big singles match and push Becky Lynch, or are they going to have this feud kind of continue a little bit longer? And you know what? I'm going to choose Becky. I'm feeling Becky Lynch. I think Mickie James is at the part of her career that, you know, she can lose and it won't really hurt her. As opposed to Mickie James, who lost the title, obviously due to shenanigans. But at the same time, I think she needs to win more, and it might put her into the card at WrestleMania, maybe going against Alexa Bliss again, and winning it back there. But I got Becky Lynch going over. Next match, Apollo Crews and Kalisto, team best friends, not Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, taking on Dolph Ziggler in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Very, very interesting match. I'm actually kind of surprised this isn't on the pre-show too. I got Dolph Ziggler winning. I think he needs to win more than Apollo Crews and Kalisto, who haven't really done much. I think it's going to be shenanigans. If any, actually, no, wait, I changed my mind. I'm officially changing my mind. I got Dolph Ziggler losing by disqualification. He's just going to, like, destroy both these guys with the chair. That's what he's done the past couple weeks. So I got that happening. That way he gets his heat, and he can take a loss without actually being pinned. So I got Dolph Ziggler losing by disqualification via chair. Next match, we got Luke Harper versus Randy Orton, and what's sure to be an interesting match, to say the least. You know, I really like the story that they're telling with the Wyatt families, with Luke Harper not trusting Randy Orton or Bray Wyatt now. And, you know, Randy Orton, obviously, being a number one contender, winning the Royal Rumble, and will challenge whoever wins the Elimination Chamber match at WrestleMania, or the WWE Champion if he holds the title that long. But in this match, I think Randy needs to win more than Luke Harper. So I'm going to go with Randy. I think shenanigans are going to happen again. Maybe even Eric Rowan comes back. Maybe he comes back and does something, and for some reason we get a Eric Rowan and Luke Harper match, or they become a tag team. I don't know. But Randy needs to win. He needs to look strong going into WrestleMania. And if he loses to Luke Harper going into what will be SmackDown's last pay-per-view before Mania, I just don't think it looks good for the number one contender. So I got Randy Orton winning. And then the last match, the main event, the Elimination Chamber match. We got John Cena, the 16-time world champion, taking on AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, The Miz, Baron Corbin, and Bray Wyatt. And you see that match going on in the background right now. So this is probably the most interesting match, because this is one of the first Elimination Chamber matches where I could actually see most, if not all, these guys winning the match. Now I think all 6 of these guys deserve to be in the main event scene, especially The Miz. He has been killing it since the brand split. So let me first take out who I don't think is going to win. I don't think Dean Ambrose is going to win. He's already the IC champion. So he's probably losing the match. And I also don't see Baron Corbin winning. In fact, I see Baron Corbin feuding with Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship at Mania. and I'll get into the prediction if that ever happens later. So I don't think those two are gonna win. So that leaves Cena, Styles, Miz, and Wyatt. Now the rumor of what happens backstage, and it almost makes me want to not watch those videos anymore or hear that stuff, is that Bray Wyatt's winning, which I probably would never have guessed if I didn't know or hear the rumors about it. I probably will still watch those kind of videos and read reports from people like Dave Meltzer and whatnot. So I don't. Let me take out one more person. I don't think John Cena's gonna win. I think as weird as it sounds, especially for his record-tying 16th title run, I think it's going to be a transitional championship. So that now leaves AJ Styles, The Miz, and Bray Wyatt. Now, let me tell you who I want to win first. I want The Miz to win. I think he deserves, honestly, a good run at the world title. Honestly, all 6 of these guys do. They've just been really, really good since the brand split, especially The Miz. And I want to see him get a singles title run as world champion, or at least be in the picture as a singles competitor. AJ Styles, obviously, very, very deserving of the title. He did a tremendous job as world champion, winning from Dean Ambrose and losing in a classic match against John Cena at the Royal Rumble. I kind of want to say Bray Wyatt, but I kind of don't. And that's, I guess that's the problem with picking, is you have to choose one person, right? And it's very interesting. So for me, it comes down to Styles, Miz, and Wyatt. Honestly, I would love to see Miz and John Cena at WrestleMania for the title. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd even love to see Cena and Styles again at Mania. I think that would be a tremendous match, and maybe even a jab or trying to show that Cena and Styles can put on a better match than Omega and Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 11. You know, they had the biggest match of the night, obviously, for the biggest title in New Japan at the biggest stage in New Japan, which was Wrestle Kingdom. And, you know, Styles and Cena might be able to copy that. I don't know. On the biggest stage of them all for the biggest title. And they might do that to get Cena his 17th win. I don't know. But with everything that's going on right now, with the current status of Randy Orton being the #1 contender, I got Bray Wyatt winning his first singles championship in the WWE, finally breaking out, finally getting that big win that he needs to be a credible superstar. So I got him winning this match. It was sure to be a very good Elimination Chamber match. All these guys are tremendous. Even Baron Corbin, who has been surprising me with how he's doing in these matches, and he can be protected very well in this match with a lot of guys who can wrestle. In fact, all the other guys are very, very great wrestlers. But at the end of the day, I think Bray Wyatt walks out WWE World Champion and then goes on to challenge defend his title against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So guys, those are my predictions. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more awesome videos, and I'll see you guys next time.